Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our Bohemia campaign in EU4 with me, your host Luckymarine, where we are waiting for Miltech, trade efficiency. Ooh, we do make a lot of money from trade efficiency if we can push that even higher. I mean, this is a lot of ducats, but this is going to be a lot of ducats as well. 141 jumps to 152, yeah. I mean, the big lump in our pocket, in our bank, is nice, but what this trade efficiency doesn't tell you is the more ducats that we drag in, the less ducats there are for everybody else. So we're filling our pockets, but we're also emptying the likes of Spain and Portugal and the Ottoman pockets as well. That should be you two. No, we're not desperate. No, we're not. Diplo we are. Yeah, we'll take them both. We will take them both. Upgrade our one random token galley. Excellent. Cuba declaring war on Itza. Why? You can't take land here. Anyway, it's a war that we don't have to get involved in. We are full of papal points. However, when we go toward Messina, when we truce break into Messina, what are you doing here? What are you getting ready for? You getting ready for something? War against the papal state, maybe. Once we truce break into Messina, I'd like to be able to pop 2 stabilities back to back. Okay. Okay. We're done here? We're done here. Right. Let's get you transported towards Messina. Away you go. Nope. Take the corruption. We can buy the corruption down very easily. Nope, Barry, you cannot be a march. It wouldn't suit you. Need to increase the nobility's loyalty. We've already had noble rebels pop up. For relations with Bremen, we probably will end up doing that by virtue of locking people on outrage countries. Nope. Gonna keep this overextension. It'll add to the unrest that we've got, and we need unrest for the cotton country disaster. If you can, not even if you can, you should 100% all the time pop cotton country. That extra 20 to absolutism late game is required for massive chunks out of countries. Air falls ill. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's crap. 75% chance that he dies. Okay, now. From the frying pan into the fire. This is just as bad. Were they twins? No, he's 0 years old, isn't he? I mean, that would be an odd twin. No, no access. Also, colonial border conflict. We'll lose the prestige. It'll be fine. Also, all this money, what we're doing with all this money? Let's do manufacturers. Why not? This is what it's like to have a vast global trading empire. Money suddenly doesn't mean anything. You can just chuck whatever down you want anywhere. I mean, it's a nice problem to have. And we've got another merchant. Where do we put our... We've got merchants everywhere. But where do we put our merchant now? I don't know. Where do we put him now? Here maybe? No, there's only one route out. Here perhaps? I mean, it doesn't really matter. You can go here. Transfer. You. Could take you a long time to get here. Okay. It's all about chains. And if you can link one merchant steering to another merchant steering to another merchant steering, the money starts compounding on itself. So from you to you, up to you, up to you, up to you, down into our own node. It starts stacking on itself. So it might be worth, even though there's no point in putting a merchant down here because it's only got one route out, it might be worth putting a merchant here. It might be worth putting a merchant here and then here, just so that we're starting to put one huge chain together. We'll see, we'll test it out at some point. That is McClaim on Messina. I know we're going to be truce breaking into them, but truce breaking is a -3 to stability. Truce breaking without a claim is a -4. Let's not have a -4. And you come back. And also, we'll start the integration process of you. Don't think there's any point in keeping these guys around anymore. I think Friesland has done his job. Yep, annex you. There you go. Now you can come on. Any more royal marriages to be had? Nope. Russia? Nope. The only two people that we're allied with, Russia and Austria, if only to keep the Ottomans kind of contained, he says, with the Ottomans being massive. Oh well. Okay, alright. Also, we need to swap out Ralgai for someone who's level 3. We can quite obviously afford it. Our captain admin. What do we do as our admin? We do this. But I need a little bit of overextension. Development. A little bit of development. Little bit of development. Let's try and find a province that has prosperity. These aren't going to be prosperous anymore because of the stupid noble rebels. You can find a province that has prosperity. It's an additional 10%. Local dev cost minus 10%. So you've got minus 10% there. You've got a further 10% there. So it's 20% cheaper to now develop all of these provinces. So let's use that. Done. Like it. Also, you stay there. We'll send you instead. Okay, declaring war. We're breaking a truce. Portugal comes in. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, that is so beautiful. All right. Okay. Okay, I'm willing to to let all my troops get into proper positions now. We'll chuck a 20 stack of cannons down here. We'll split off 14 plus 12 plus a 20. Yep. And we'll station them Portugal adjacent. It's going to be brilliant. We're going to be able to drag Portugal into fight after fight after fight. Also, the Clergy want land. Why do you want land? He wants land because we've altered how much weight all that land has. Some of the land up here is worth a lot more and it doesn't belong to anyone. So by, yeah, this land is deemed worthless to them. Oh dear. All our autonomy is really, really low. Let's give you... crap then. Let's give you grain or something. There you go, you can have grain. And fish. And more grain. And more fish. And we will take off you the good things like copper. Now it drops down to less than 25 autonomy that it was. Again here, it'll drop down to less than... oh, all the way down to 0. We'll take the iron off them. We'll do the same with nobility as well. Don't mind you having the fish. Give me back the iron though. Instead we'll give you... grain or fish. Don't mind a 25 autonomy, 25 extra autonomy in a fish province. Especially if we can rip an iron province or a cloth province, wow, off them. What are you doing with this? On this. Naval supplies is almost as bad. Now we'll give you grain. And more grain. And more grain. I will take off you the valuable cloth provinces. Can I fish? Clergy. Burghers, why don't you have Holland? Lothian needs to go back to the burghers as well. Oh, I ripped it out of their control because we're getting too uppity. I remember the uppity burghers. Alright, take iron off you. Take cloth off you. Do I have any grain provinces? Grain or fish? Cows, naval supplies. Berries? No. I'll have to make another state or two. Denmark. Oh, Finland would be a good one. It's a big state. Although I think it's all fur. How many states do we have? I'm conscious of using my states over here if, in the integration of Berry and Friesland, I think that's going to offer up better states. Yeah. So clergy, fish, there we go, and naval supplies. There we go. Naval supplies are worth 2. Grain is worth 2. Fish is worth 2, I believe. Yeah. But all the high level stuff, such as the cloth, 4.5, iron, 4.05, iron 4.5, the copper 3.45. I want all the stuff from there. I want all the profit from those provinces. Don't mind losing 25% of a fish province or a grain province. Okay. Excellent. Away you go again. Okay, infantry up to Algarve. Cannons, you get yourself in here. And someone's dead. Who has died? Our improved relations advisor. Improved relations advisor. We'll be fine. I will kick you though. Hopefully we might get something a little bit better. But until then, Diplo rep will do for now. No. Let's go trade efficiency. Knowledge is power, ignorance is bliss. I will go for knowledge is power. The extra national unrest will be required if we are to pop Corn Country. Okay, you two group up, and we'll shift you down to Portugal as well. The amount of heavies that we have, we should be able to keep Portugal's fleet contained. And someone else on our edge countries. If we're not doing anything with our diplomat, we might as well have him on our edge countries. Just while we're shipping troops around. And provincial unrest a little bit. Any rebels about to pop? No. Let's just split you up for the time being. There we go. We'll give you a ticker repair, and then we'll kick off this fight. Messina. You come back from Austria. I don't think he's going to send hostile anytime soon. Declare war. It's breaking a truce. War exhaustion +3. Cannon Bono. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Let's go. Concord. Currently in the age of absolutism. Have no current disasters. Unrest at least 1. Good. Without the taking the minus, what was it for? Obscurantism. Without taking that -2, we'd still be in plus unrest. Positive unrest. Stability less than 3. Yep. At war. Yep. Absolutism is at least 50, and we can grab 2 stabilities whenever we want, which is fairly useful to have. So we should have this ticking up very soon. Let's just jump on both of those forts. Yep, how much is it going up by? Town of conflict 1672, U 1665. Absolutism is at least 50, +1, unrest at least 1. +1, absolutism at least 60 +1. Ooh. Excellent. So this is going to fire in no time. Yeah, we won't need to be in this war for very long. Also, we have all the monies in the world yet again. Let's grab a more monies fleet. Let's do some more building. I don't think it's viable to put mills anywhere else. Maybe a lot of universities. Next stage is the Age of Enlightenment. The more universities that you have down, and the universities are pretty much free. But yeah, they take a building slot, but they also give you a building slot. So if you have all the monies in the world, you might as well build universities. Nope, not that one. That one is dead. Okay, price of sugar goes up by 50%. Good. We should jump on this province so we get call for peace just that little bit quicker. And I don't mind white piecing out of this. I don't mind white piecing out. We're going to take extra aggressive expansion for taking anything in this war at all. But I don't mind white piecing out of it. If it does the job. Armament efficiency, harsh treatment cost. Harsh treatment cost. It's getting to that point where we might have rebels now. Or we can turn military points into absolutism. Oh, Berry's down here. Can't see Portugal anywhere. So let's just step off with our real troops then. We don't need all that attrition. How are we looking? Yep. It's all good. Save new cardinal. Why not? I mean, we have the money. We're Catholic. But the corruption never hurt anyone. There's a big lump of enemies right here. 35,000 Portuguese. This is where he put all of his Portuguese people. Why? And why are they stepping off a fort that they could easily take by just putting one more person there? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what the AI do? I, for one, am baffled by them on a daily basis. Yeah, I know what you're doing. Okay. Has Spain given you access? It has, excellent. What a fool. What a muppet. And Portugal wants out already. I mean, maybe. Not just more stuff to fight. Losing 10 legitimacy. I will lose that 10 legitimacy just so that we can strengthen government. What's our cap? What's our absolute? 90. Well, it comes down by 20 when Corn Country fires. So we can't really go above 70. If we go above 70, then all that absolutism is wasted. Let's move you off. Excellent. Doesn't feel like there's any Portuguese here, so I'll take a risk and send in a small stack north. Oh, we're into the year that Corn Country fires. November of this year. Okay. More treasure fleets from the minions. I'll do the AI. I'll do what the AI does when it knows that I'm a million miles away. Spread out and cause carnage. There we go. Let's pop jet. Not just yet. Soon though. Particularly up to 70%, 80%. It might be worth having them fire. Just so it can lower autonomy in a load of places. Although, no. No, it's worth doing it once at the beginning of Age of Absolutism. After that, you lose 10 absolutism just for accepting their demands. Excellent. Royal influence, local unrest, local missionary strength. That's fine. And that is us. Corn Country. I am the state. Okay, and that's where I'm going to leave it for today, ladies and gentlemen. First episode, well, not the first episode, the next episode, I'll explain about Corn Country and how it's so good, and what to do and how to pop it, and the benefits that we get from it. Until then, though, from Bohemia, do take care.